Do you ever feel the pull between doing something that is authentic to you versus something that you think people are expecting of you or what you should be doing? It's a lot, right? Especially in lettering, this is kind of this constant pull in doing your own style, but making sure that it's what's correct somehow. I have an experience that I wanted to share with you in my book, and hopefully it will help you if you're feeling that pull. At the end of the book process, so I had been doing it for several months, my editor sent me one place that we needed a quote to fill in, and it was at the beginning of the book. So I needed to do some kind of quote that was just to start out the book, basically. During the week that he sent this to me, there was a lot going on with the book. There were so many things to finalize, and every day there was a new thing that I had to look over and change and edit and review. And so this was just one more thing that I had to come up with. When I was working on this quote, it was like, I don't know, 2 a.m. There were a lot of late nights with this book. At that time, I was really having a hard time coming up with a quote, and I was lettering a bunch of different things and nothing was working, and it was really frustrating that I couldn't just make something happen, and I didn't have a lot of time. I needed to get this to him by the morning. So finally, I did this. The way you create right now is exactly where you need to be. That is something that I had started saying every once in a while in my YouTube videos, and this is something that has been meaningful to me for several years now as I continue to learn and grow and avoid comparisons along the way. The reason I wanted this quote at the very beginning is because I wanted somebody to feel like they're okay right now where they are. They don't have to be anywhere that they're not. Take it slow. I finished that, I sent it to my editor, and the next day I woke up and I had so many doubts. But I tried not to think about it, so for the next few days it was kind of just in the back of my mind. I was feeling a lot of doubts about this quote because it kind of shows how much I feel. And I started feeling like I'm too much. I'm too emotional, I'm too deep. I don't know. If you followed me for a while, you know that I have a lot of emotions and I articulate them a lot, like something like this. I was having a conversation with my husband about it, and I told him I should have just done the quote, start where you are, because obviously that makes more sense to start the book with. And you know what my husband said? He used my own advice on me. And he said, do you want to be authentic or do you want to be safe? And authentic to me is this quote exactly what I'm trying to tell other people I was struggling with for myself. The way you create right now is exactly where you need to be. The safe way would be start where you are. Nobody thinks I'm too emotional if I say start where you are. And so yes, I could see that I wanted to be authentic, but I still was having these doubts. And it's because of the imposter syndrome. I have struggled with the imposter syndrome like no other during the entire book writing process. But I still was kind of doubting and struggling with it. But then what happened, this was so cool. My mom was visiting and we went to Hobby Lobby. I was looking for a little dish to blend my markers on, a little ceramic dish, and we happened to see this. And it says, you're exactly where you should be. When I saw this, that was the confirmation I needed that I chose the right quote. Maybe it's gonna help somebody, maybe not. Maybe it won't help anybody, but I chose something that was authentic to me, and that is everything that I try and share with others. So here's the thing. That one quote, if somebody doesn't like that quote, it's not gonna make or break my book, right? There's gonna be other things in it that they won't like or will like. It's not gonna be from that one quote. But this was just a really important lesson for me to remember, and hopefully this will help you too. It really is important to be authentic. What somebody needs from you is not what they're gonna get from every other person. You have something unique to offer, and that's what they need. So that's what is in my book is from me. It's not from somebody else. You don't need that. There are so many lettering books. This book is from me. So however you're feeling today, You are needed. Your unique story, your unique voice, that is what the world needs.